The South Carolina Hall of Fame was founded in Myrtle Beach in 1973 to recognize and honor contemporary and past citizens who have made outstanding contributions to South Carolina's heritage, history, and progress. Ernest Finney realized at an early age he wanted to pursue a legal career. His father, Dr. Ernest Finney, instilled in him the importance of a good education. Newly appointed as Dean of Claflin College, Dr. Finney moved his family from Washington, D.C. to Orangeburg when Ernest was 12.
I have never regretted my move to South Carolina. The people of this state have been extremely generous in their support and in their ability to do what we need to be done.
He earned a Bachelor of Arts degree from Claflin in 1952. In 1954, Ernest graduated from the South Carolina State University School of Law.
I established my law career first as a waiter at the Ocean Forest Hotel, because in those days, black members of the bar were not admitted to the social events and the educational events. So the only way I could be a part of the first South Carolina Bar Convention was to go to the Ocean Forest as a waiter, which was my side hustle anyway. In addition to that, I started teaching. I taught for 6 years in the Horry County schools.
Finney was convinced by his good friend Matthew Perry to leave the classroom and get more involved with the civil rights movement.
And I decided that Sumter was the place for me because they had no black civil rights lawyers. Went home and begged my wife if I could move to Sumter, and I did. And the president of Marsh College, who was from her hometown, said, "You're going to have a struggle over here, but we'll try to help you." And he gave me one South Carolina history class that I taught 3 days a week, which was enough to buy my gas and help me through it. And that's how I started my practice.
Finney gained a reputation as an outstanding defense lawyer and civil rights advocate. He defended more than 6,000 clients who had been arrested for taking part in sit-ins, freedom rides, and demonstrations. In 1961, Finney represented a group of black college students trying to desegregate a lunch counter in Rock Hill, South Carolina. They became known as the Friendship Nine and generated the phrase, "Jail, no bail." Because the legal system in South Carolina protected segregation, Finney lost almost every case that went to trial, but he won all but 2 on appeal to higher courts.
That's the only way you could get the vindication of the students' rights and the vindication of the need to make the dream of a society that justified and exemplified the Constitution, because you knew you weren't going to get much justice at the lower level, but there was always hope that somewhere along the line some court would decide that this was not proper.
In 1972, Finney was elected to the South Carolina House. He became the first African American on the powerful Judiciary Committee and a co-founder of the Legislative Black Caucus. In 1976, Finney was elected to the 3rd Judicial Circuit, another first for an African American in South Carolina. In 1985, Finney was appointed an Associate Justice of the South Carolina Supreme Court. And in 1994, he became the first African American Chief Justice.
America is the greatest country in the world. It is a system that can work, but we got to work together. What you achieve is determined to a large part by what you're willing to contribute. The struggle still goes on. America is not perfect. South Carolina is not perfect. But we've got to find a way to come together and make it successful.